Welcome, everyone, and thank you for making the time to join us today on this working group session. I think it's been a while since the mineral processing team had a working group, so it's great to see the attendance and the interest. I will cover two subjects. I think the first one is just to give you a bit of a view on how the steering committee is in progressing and setting the strategy and the roadmap for the mineral processing working group, as well as also give you an introduction to the communication project that we will launch soon. Firstly, I think it's just good to remind everyone that the GMG mission is to empower a global community, and we have a big aim to support the transformation of the mining industry to be ready for the future through collaboration, innovation, and best practices. And I can assure you that at the heart of the the mineral processing steering committee, at the heart of the team, it is about people and how we can empower, especially new and young upcoming engineers to help us to drive the future of mining within the world and within the industry. The GMG vision is that we aspire to be trusted and respected as a collaborative community that advance innovation and mining in the mining and industry globally. And I think just as a reminder, if you look at our code of conduct, it is shown that that is our aim. We are in process of developing the roadmap for mineral processing, and we've identified 3 pillars on how we can do this. So we are focused on launching 2 areas because within those areas we have different projects. But based on some of, we had a session with our key stakeholders about a year ago, and within those we've identified the priorities for those key stakeholders. And the 2 that we'll be focusing on is the GMG and the communication efficiency. And I must say thank you to those teams that's actively working and helping us to get those projects up and running. We also note that there is an increase or there is a need for us to collaborate more. And this working group meeting is an example of what we want to do. And we want to create more opportunity for collaboration, engagement, so that we can extend the abilities and the work that we do into the broader community and support our aim of empowering people within the industry. Then we're also working on how can we actually set this innovation and future vision for mineral processing. What does the future for mining look like? What does that mean in terms of how do we think differently about the guidelines that we develop? That one we will launch soon. And obviously we will also need support from our community to help us to think, how can we ensure that this roadmap supports us to grow into the future that we're aiming for and seeing in mining. So this is a bit of an overview, and we really appreciate your support and participation on helping us to be successful on this journey. Heather? So today we will be launching 2 areas of projects. The first one is our industrial communication efficiency work stream. We have published in the past few years a few guidelines already. As you can see there, we've published 2 in 2021 and 1 early last year. But next slide, Heather, if we think about what we want to achieve moving forward, we want to start to discuss how can we ensure practical approaches on how we can improve our energy efficiencies from an operator perspective. And to launch this work, we have 2 upcoming roundtables to help us to think how will we design this work, following the white paper principle that you will see the GMG team will share in a few minutes. And we would appreciate if you can start to indicate if you're interested to support us on this launch. And these roundtable discussions to help us to structure how we can set up this work and this program. Looking forward to having some of you attend on November 27 and December 4th to help us to start to design the next steps on how we can put the guidelines in place to support especially our operators to drive increased efficiencies. I don't know.